Did you watch the women go to space?
I've thought of little else. I'm so glad. I have so many thoughts.
Okay.
Oh, did I? Yes.
Can
yes,
I
I did.
Can I polarize everything right now?
And you loved it.
I loved it. I cried.
Okay.
I cried, and my dad was watching.
I want to hear so much more about how that made you cry.
Okay. Okay, I'll tell you why. Okay, This is for real. I'm not, and I'm now. Listen, as a comic, I'm a contrarian.
I love that you're going against literally every thinking person in the world right now on this.
It's why I don't talk about politics, because all of my opinions are very true to who I am and how I feel, and they're always very sensitive and they're always very raw.
You're a good.
So this is what did it for me.
I wouldn't be here if I thought you were as scary as you seem.
I'm gonna take another sip of wine before I overshare.
Well, let's go, because this could be. Oh Jesus.
By the way, hang on. I watched it on replay Sunday morning, right? So I already knew the ending.
Why?
So I'm on the treadmill, and I was like, and my dad's in my gym. My dad's at my desk. I'm on the treadmill. And I turn it on, and and you see the Kardashians and Oprah, and everyone's sitting in the waiting room, and like the viewing area.
All the, let's be honest, the dudes who are piloting the thing from the. Have you seen a picture of all the guys?
Yeah.
We keep that real quiet.
So, and I thought, okay, maybe I'll write a bit about this. Let me watch it. And so I start watching it. And they start to take off, and I go, that's pretty cool, man. Rockets are pretty fucking badass. And then this is what got me.
The flower. The tiny daisy.
No, Thomas, I only saw the exterior shot. I never saw interior. I never saw any interior. I only watched exterior. So it was the speed and the height is what got me. And then I started going like, they're going like 1,200 miles per hour.
Yeah.
And they're at 1,700 miles per hour. And they're at like, at the 330,000 feet in the air, and I just started going like, "Holy shit! What a crazy experience!" Life wasn't guaranteed, and I was thinking about the fragility of life,
Sure,
and then all these things.
I like that, yeah.
I got emotional, and my dad's watching. He goes, "This is fucking stupid."
Did you cry at this?
I cried.
I love that you cried at this. I cried yesterday, by the way.
Why? I cry all the time.
I cry a lot. You know, for a guy, I love confrontations. Like, I do love confrontations. We'll get into that later. But I think it's good. You got to cry. Because like, if you're not crying every once in a while, you could get scary. You know?
Yeah.
Although when I start crying, it can be a little bit scary.
Really?
I do. I'm Irish. You know, the Irish. Yeah. We're just dramatic. We're melodramatic about everything. Do you think they had what kind of underwear do you think goes under the spacesuit? These specific spacesuits.
Oh, I guarantee it was branded.
For sure, it's
Kardashians.
It's got to be
Skims.
Skims and Spanx. Skims and Spanxin. Skims and Spanxin. Yeah. Got to be.
Yeah. By the way,
got to be.
Immediately bring Playboy back. Do a fucking photo shoot of all of them naked.
Yeah.
I'd buy it.
Yeah.
I'm only looking at 2.
Yeah. No, I'm aware. You just said all of them, and I'm like, yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing Amanda win.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy though. Like it's kind of like
Playboy used to be better than everything we have now.
Yeah.
It used to be. It would just be like zipped with a little like we used to. Everybody didn't just used to like point their butthole at you this first second you see everything.
Yeah, there's too much.
We used to have a little bit of class, and it used to be a little bit of like. It wasn't all just, we're going to open with buttholes.
Do you remember how sexy?
You didn't see buttholes, I'm going to be honest, at all.
No, you never saw a butthole.
I went my entire life for a long time without being confronted. I'm going to go ahead and say buttholes became confrontational. At some point in the last 15-ish years, we got real confrontational.
Yeah.
About like something. I'm not really sure when that happened.
The sexiest was
old-timey stuff. Old-timey tan lines.
No one has tan lines anymore.
Old-timey tan lines.
Tan lines were so sexy.
Right, and everybody's just like, oh my, you caught me over here by the tree. I'm just like doing it. It's not like, oh wait, I'm going to see if this jug of punch fits in my butthole.
So wait, what was your take on the astronauts? Because I got into a heated argument yesterday at an Easter party.
What is everybody saying? It's a waste of money.
Everyone's livid.
Okay, yeah, it's a waste.
The internet's hot take is that you're not astronauts.
But they weren't. By the way, they weren't giving that money to the library anyway.
It was not going to.
It was not going to the library. It was not going to books, which, as we know, is not a thing. So it wasn't. Yeah, I thought Gail King made a good point where she was like, yeah, it wasn't either or. Like they definitely didn't like cancel an opera for this.
Yeah,
you know, but here's my only take on it.
Okay,
if everybody did it and didn't say a fucking thing about it, much cooler.
Yeah.
Instead of coming back and kind of shaming us,
yeah,
kind of making us be the dicks. They're like, well, you guys we left. We thought you'd be cool. We came back 11 minutes later and you're still dicks.
Yeah.
Like that was a weird take.
Yeah.
The take that we ruined it was weird, I thought.
That we ruined it.
Yeah.
The take that it's our fault that we didn't like it.
Yeah, it is a little bit our fault that we didn't like it. Well, you know what? Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was bold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what it was? This is what I don't think sometimes the internet can tell you what they find gross about it easily and derivatively because they know what other people are saying. And so they give a hot take because they feel like that's what the internet's giving. But I'll tell you what they couldn't articulate properly. It was that these women, when they walked out of the space shuttle, space astronaut machine,
the Blue Origin capsule, which was unscorched.
They each
and has a screen door, basically.
Yeah, that was a pretty light door.
Hey now. The door is made out of like straight up paper mache, and it basically does this. Okay.
It looked like an RV door.
It really is a listless little thing, but I'm not a conspiracy guy. The door was weird.
The each women, and it started with Katy Perry, gave their I have a dream large one man step for mankind moment. Like they each were like they were like ready to be immortalized.
Right. And a closer connection to love.
To love and gratitude.
What would that feel like? Other than just taking MDMA? Did they just take MDMA? Because MDMA is fucking great.
By the way, acid would be...
As fun, can be scary on occasion.
But if you can give me acid in 11 minutes...
And then it goes away in 11 minutes.
Do you know how often I take
Chef
that?
Kiss.
Yes. Chef Kiss.
11 minutes and I'm
assuming you didn't watch all
I
of
didn't
the
watch all.
interviews
You got
in
all
their
the footage
entirety.
and everybody in the things now.
So the best is, and I'm paraphrasing a tad bit, Amanda Wynn is
She's a real astronaut.
No.
No.
She's a advocate, a lawyer.
Oh.
Yeah. So she's a women's rights advocate.
Oh, great.
She was, I just read the story. She was sexually essayed. Is that how you say it now?
I've heard that too. It's terrible.
At Harvard.
Oh.
She chose not to press charges right away and then realized within 6 months that, so she's an advocate for women's rights, right? But the interviewer said, do you feel like this has healed your trauma? Like, do you, and you watch this Amanda Wynn go, like, you think I'm like cool with my now? Like, what?
Not what?
And it was so bizarre.
Question.
Yeah, like no one was prepared. There's Amanda.
Yeah, there she is.
But no one was prepared for like, you know what got me emotional was like, I bet the world does look peaceful when you look at it from up there, and it's not. It is.
No, it's a real bummer to come back. Yeah. It's like if you come back, it's like the guys 2 doors down who are literally something's up on Earth.
Yeah.
Like there's some stuff that's up down here, guys.
It's crazy. Like this, I got emotional watching this thing land that I'm seeing something like this happen in my lifetime. That's crazy. This would be terrifying.
Yeah, that is a lot. You know, it reminded me mostly, I was like, you know, you could also do the big shot in Las Vegas on the Stratosphere. Have you done it?
Oh, yeah.
It's the best ride in the world.
Bert and Tom, Tom and Bert. One goes topless while the other wears a shirt. Tom tells stories and Bert's the machine. There's not a chance in hell that they'll keep it clean. Here's what we call 2 bears, 1 cave.